In your 20s, people tell you this decade sets you up for life. Build your career, build your network, build your body, build your brand. By 30, you're supposed to feel clear, stable, and on track. But day to day, it doesn't feel like a clean plan. It feels like you wake up tired, grab your phone, fall into a scroll hole, compare yourself to people you've never met, and then drag around a quiet sense of, I'm already behind. You tell yourself you need motivation, discipline, a better morning routine. What you actually have is a nervous system running hot all the time. Your brain is trying to protect you from social judgment, not having enough, and uncertainty. It keeps you in a constant low-grade alert, as if one wrong move means social exile or collapse. Then you try to fix that with more hacks and more pressure. That's backwards. So let's simplify. 7 habits, all practical, all built around one thing: getting your alarm system out of permanent defense mode so progress actually feels possible. Think of them as 7 ways of changing one system, not 7 random tips. Habit 1 is sleep, not perfect sleep, protective sleep. If you get sleep mostly right, every other habit gets easier. If you don't, everything else is 5 times harder than it needs to be. Sleep debt makes your threat detection jumpy. Minor problems feel major. Simple tasks feel heavier. Your alarm system is on a hair trigger. Your brain isn't failing, it's underfueled. So you define one rule: a consistent 7 to 8 hour window. Then you guard the 90 minutes before bed. Less light, less food, less drama, less scrolling. Not perfect, just predictable. You'll notice fewer mood swings, fewer overreactions, more I can handle this moments, because your system isn't misreading every email or message as a threat. Habit 2 is movement, not a perfect gym plan. A minimum standard your future self can keep when life is chaotic. Your body needs a way to burn off stress instead of storing it. When you don't move, all that activation just sits in your muscles and chest, and your system keeps scanning for problems. So you set a baseline: 20 minutes of movement most days. Walking, lifting, sports, yoga, it doesn't matter. The metric is, did I move on purpose today? You're telling your alarm system, we use the energy. We're not trapped. In your 20s, the people who win are the ones who can keep a simple baseline for years, not weeks. Habit 3 is lowering stimulation. Endless short videos, constant notifications, and background noise train your brain to expect a reward every few seconds. Your attention gets jumpy. Then, when you sit down to do one boring task, your focus collapses, and your alarm system goes, "This feels hard, escape." So you implement 2 rules. First, cut one fast dopamine habit by about 20%. You keep the habit, just less of it, so your brain isn't on constant high alert for the next hit. Second, do one effort-based task before any apps in the morning. Plan your day, clean one thing, or move your body. It can take 2 minutes. The point is, sequence. Effort first, then input. That reteaches your brain that you act before you consume, which lowers baseline activation over time. Habit 4 is having hard conversations. If you lean people pleaser, you know this one. You avoid saying what you think to keep the peace. You say it's fine when it's not. You replay the same interactions in your head for days. Your nervous system treats unresolved tension like unfinished business. Your alarm system keeps that person or situation on a quiet watch list. That's energy you don't get back. A hard conversation is a one-time spike instead of months of background stress. So you use a simple structure. Can we talk about something? When X happens, I feel Y. I'd like to try Z instead. You're not attacking. You're reporting your experience and proposing a change. It will feel uncomfortable. That's not proof you're doing it wrong. That's proof you're doing something new. Habit 5 is saying no. Every automatic yes. Extra project, extra night out, extra can you just is a hidden no to your own time and recovery. Your system learns My needs are last. My limits aren't safe. That's a fast track to burnout. So you practice one deliberate no per week. I don't have the bandwidth for that right now. I'm staying in tonight. I can't take that on. You'll feel guilt. You'll want to walk it back. Don't. Let the spike rise and fall. That's your alarm system realizing nothing bad actually happened. You're not just saving time. You're training your nervous system that your limits are allowed to exist. Habit 6 is living below your means. This isn't about never buying coffee. It's about not locking yourself into a lifestyle that needs every dollar you earn. If every paycheck is already spoken for by rent, car, subscriptions, and upgrades, your system reads, one bad month equals disaster. Your alarm system files money under constant threat. Living even a little below your means creates slack. Drive the older car longer. Delay the upgrade. Cook at home more nights. Use the gap to build a buffer and invest. Simple math. $100 a week invested at roughly 7% annual return becomes around 200 grand in 30 years. That's just compounding. You're telling your future self, you'll have options. Habit 7 is taking risks on purpose. Your 20s are your best fail cheap window. Usually fewer dependents, more time to recover. But your alarm system treats any uncertainty like danger, regardless of age. So you design small, reversible risks that test that assumption. Apply for a job you're not perfectly qualified for. Start a tiny side project and commit to 12 weeks. Ask for feedback from someone you respect. Move to a new city with a clear return plan. The rule: the risk is real enough that you feel resistance, but structured so a bad outcome doesn't break you. You're collecting data for your nervous system. We did something scary, and we're still here. You're not waiting to feel ready. You act, then let your nervous system learn from what actually happened. That's how small, repeatable actions quietly compound into a different life. So the old story is, I'm lazy, behind, and not built like other people. The more accurate story is, my system has been running defense, and these 7 habits change the conditions it runs in. Don't chase all 7. Pick one. Lowering stimulation. For the next 7 days, cut one fast dopamine habit by about 20% and do one effort-based task before any apps in the morning. Plan your day, clean one thing, or move your body. Treat it like a test, not a personality verdict. Then ask yourself one question. What feels even 10% quieter or easier now? Drop that in the comments, and subscribe if you want more system-level upgrades, not motivational noise. If you like that, watch what's next. YouTube picked it just for you. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.